Does the gig economy exploit workers, or does it provide necessary flexibility? The gig economy has rapidly become a significant part of the global labor market. With platforms like Uber, Lyft, and Fiverr leading the way, millions of workers are now engaging in short-term freelance or temporary jobs. But this rise in gig work has sparked a heated debate. Does the gig economy exploit workers, or does it provide necessary flexibility? The rise of the gig economy. The gig economy has grown exponentially in the last decade, largely due to the proliferation of digital platforms that connect workers with clients or customers. This growth has been fueled by the desire for flexible work arrangements, the need for additional income, and technological advancements that make it easier for individuals to work from anywhere at any time. However, this flexibility comes with a set of challenges and concerns that need to be addressed. Pros of the gig economy: flexibility and autonomy. One of the most significant advantages of the gig economy is the flexibility it offers. Workers can choose when, where, and how they work. This level of autonomy is particularly appealing to individuals who have other commitments, such as students, caregivers, or those with multiple jobs. The ability to control one's schedule is a major draw for many gig workers. Opportunities for additional income. For many, the gig economy provides an opportunity to earn extra income. Whether it's a side hustle or a primary source of income, gig work can be a financial lifeline for those struggling to make ends meet. The low barrier to entry for many gig platforms means that virtually anyone with a smartphone can participate. Skill development and portfolio building. Gig work allows individuals to develop new skills and build a portfolio of work. Freelancers in particular can use gig platforms to gain experience, network with potential clients, and create a body of work that can lead to more opportunities in the future. For some, the gig economy serves as a stepping stone to full-time employment or entrepreneurship. Cons of the gig economy: lack of job security. One of the most significant drawbacks of the gig economy is the lack of job security. Gig workers are typically classified as independent contractors, which means they do not have access to the same protections and benefits as traditional employees. This lack of stability can be particularly concerning for those who rely on gig work as their primary source of income. Absence of benefits. Unlike traditional employees, gig workers do not receive benefits such as health insurance, retirement plans, or paid leave. This absence of benefits can lead to financial insecurity, particularly in the event of illness or injury. Many gig workers find themselves in a precarious position with little to no safety net. Exploitation and low pay. Critics of the gig economy argue that it often exploits workers by paying low wages and providing little to no job security. The competitive nature of gig platforms can drive down prices, leading to a race to the bottom where workers are forced to accept lower rates to secure jobs. This exploitation is exacerbated by the fact that many gig workers are not aware of their rights or do not have the resources to advocate for better conditions. The legal status of gig workers is a contentious issue. In many countries, gig workers are classified as independent contractors, which means they are not entitled to the same rights and protections as employees. This classification has led to numerous legal battles, with some arguing that gig workers should be reclassified as employees to ensure they receive fair treatment. In recent years, there have been several high-profile cases challenging the classification of gig workers. In California, for example, Assembly Bill 5, or AB 5, was introduced to reclassify many gig workers as employees, thereby granting them access to benefits and protections. However, this legislation has been met with resistance from gig companies who argue that it undermines the flexibility that makes gig work attractive. The debate over the gig economy is not limited to the United States. Around the world, governments are grappling with how to regulate gig work. In some countries, such as the United Kingdom, gig workers have been granted certain rights, including the minimum wage and paid leave. However, these protections vary widely, and in many cases, gig workers remain vulnerable to exploitation. The gig economy is here to stay, but its future will depend on how governments, companies, and workers address the challenges it presents. There is a growing recognition that gig work needs to be more sustainable and equitable, with better protections for workers. This could involve rethinking the legal classification of gig workers, providing access to benefits, and ensuring fair pay. One potential solution is the introduction of a new classification for gig workers that falls somewhere between independent contractor and employee. This would allow gig workers to retain some flexibility while also gaining access to certain benefits and protections. Another option is the development of portable benefits that gig workers can carry from one job to the next, regardless of their employment status. Technology will continue to play a crucial role in shaping the gig economy. As platforms evolve, there may be new opportunities for workers to gain more control over their work, negotiate better rates, and access resources that can help them succeed. However, technology also has the potential to exacerbate existing inequalities, particularly if it is used to further automate and dehumanize gig work. Ultimately, the future of the gig economy will require a balanced approach that considers the needs and rights of workers, the desires of consumers, and the interests of businesses. By working together, stakeholders can create a more sustainable and equitable gig economy that provides both flexibility and security.